Hi, welcome to Real No Unboxing. Today I'm going to be reviewing some equipment that I've purchased and have been using for videography, and so this is my approach as a noob. So this may be a different perspective than someone who has a lot of experience with these things, but I was looking for something overhead there that could film from overhead, and some options were like table mounts or table setups. But I wanted more flexibility so that I wouldn't be limited to a table. I wanted something to be able to extend pretty far out and then also have a range of heights and not be limited to a certain height. And so when I went looking for what could do that, I came across this, and of course this is not cheap, and my thoughts were that sometimes you get what you pay for. And that in mind, I have stands for these cheap umbrella lights, and they're flimsy, and my green screen mounts are flimsy, and so I wanted to avoid that. So I took the chance with this, and when it arrived, I immediately realized that it was a high quality product. They really got my attention with how well they engineered the product, first of all. And it is a very heavy stand. This is the Neewer C stand. And so it has a lot of features, and I'll get closer shots of this. And I'll be covering some other items that I've attached to it over the time that I've been learning how to work with it. And so the immediate things that I noticed were how easy it was to work these screws so that you can anchor at the height that you want, and to move around, these easily fall back into one another, and so they're in a plane, and you can carry them around without trying to wiggle around corners and things like that. And I saw some things where it was spring loaded, and it is, but it's not going to save you if it's really heavy, because if it's coming up from high, it just slams down. So it's only a minor spring effect or air spring effect. And these mounts are incredibly strong and durable, and they're going to be able to hold whatever you throw at it. This is really designed to hold something heavy. And of course, so I chose the one that goes up to 10 feet high, which is higher than I'll ever need it. But I can easily go up to the ceiling in this room, or something outside, and get a good shot. As you can see here, I've angled it down, and then here's a cheap SmallRig mount for my camera. I didn't invest in anything pricey in that regard yet, although there are some options that I am considering. If you have any ideas, so in the comments. But right now it's working for what I want, because it has the swivel on it. So one of the first issues I noticed with this was that there was a lot of vibrations in the shot, and so I had to deal with that. And of course I had purchased a couple of these sandbags, and I guess there's options where you can actually mount weights to it to kind of pull the energy out of the vibrations, although I don't know if it would have worked in my situation, because I had this arm extended straight out, and it would just vibrate, and it'd take a while to really settle. So I found putting the bag over this part really pulled the energy out of the system and slowed the vibrations rather quickly. And I saw someone else had used this setup as well. So this is an iFootage crab arm that extends, and so I guess it has a crab claw here. And so I added this, although this doesn't really add to the stabilization as much as you might think. It still vibrates a lot. The whole thing vibrates. So really the weight up here is what really pulls the energy out of that vibration. It's doing most of the work. So this is a minor gain, although it does help you fix the point of where your camera is going to be, or wherever, if you're mounting lights or something like that, it's probably less critical. So overall, I am super happy with this. It's working perfectly for the things that I wanted to use it for. And so let's address the crab claw here. So this has really cool features, and so here it has a dismount here, so you can hook a, I guess a removable mount that clips right into here and releases. So you don't have to ever take this mount off, and it's very clever. It has like an easy way to do it. And of course, everything comes with the adapters, so it's 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch, or 3/8 inch, I guess. And then on either end, it has both of those attachments with a ball joint that it attaches to, which is easily tightened by this. And then it has a slot here, so you can go 90 degrees. And it won't fix the rotation, so it won't rotate around. This tightens pretty well. And it extends, about 3 feet. And then this claw, you can attach it to different things or buy another claw and then mount it between things. The things that they show it used for is mounting to bikes and things like that. And that would actually be about perfect for the size of this claw. I was trying to mount it on a railing, to film skateboarding, and the railing was too large. I would really need larger clamps for that. So I am a little bit disappointed, but overall it's a good product for this particular use. It's easy to work with. And find a rotation point. You gotta make sure that this is unsnapped. Snap right back in, you're locked in. I wanted to do other things here, so I had things that for example, this light, it goes into, it's a stud, and so this is the Neewer clamps for the studs, and also, I got a set of 2, and then it has a regular 1/4 or 3/8 screw mount, but then it also comes with the stud, so you can mount things on the stud. And I really wanted that because I had this light that would mount to studs. And of course this is adjust to 3 different type studs. They're kind of expensive, but they're pretty solid. You can really tighten it down, and they fit on this big pole. And they also come with an adapter so that it can be used on a square post rather than a round post, so you can do both. I'm pretty happy with these 3 products. One downside of this was this clamp was small. So if you have any thoughts on these products or better products or things that you would recommend, let me know in the comments, and hit that like and subscribe button if this has helped at all.
If this video was helpful to you, please like and subscribe and comment.